made his intentions perfectly clear. A funny thing happened on the way to the funeral. These are my stories of intriguing, funny, outrageous, and sublime stories of estate law. You've likely heard of Harry Houdini, perhaps the most famous magician of all time. Harry came to fame in the early part of the 20th century as an escape artist, performing, outrageous escapes to adoring crowds all over the world. In the latter part of his career, in 1920 to 1926, Harry dedicated himself to debunking mystics. It was a big industry at the time. Families would go to a medium who would hold a seance and attempt to contact their dead relatives from beyond the grave. Bells would ring, spiritual voices would be heard, and the medium would confirm that this was dead Uncle Eggbert. Harry knew this to be a fraud. He knew this to be the spiritualists stealing money from vulnerable families. And he set himself the task of debunking mysticism and debunking these psychics. He would often go to their seances in person and then pull the curtain back. As his own death approached at the young age of 52, he left instructions with his wife, Wilhelmina, better known as Bess, that he would attempt to contact her from beyond the grave. And he gave her a secret password that was hers and hers alone to know, Rosabelle Believe. It was their favorite song. So that she would know if an ethereal voice did speak to her, if it knew the password, it had to be Harry. For 10 years, she followed his wishes and she held a seance every year on the anniversary of his death, which was Halloween night. And for 10 years, no Houdini. And after the final seance in 1936 atop the Knickerbocker Hotel at Times Square in New York City, Wilhelmina declared, 10 years is long enough to wait for any man. And she stopped holding seances. You could do this in your will. You could leave in your will money to somebody, provided they held a seance every year for 10 years and tried to make contact with you. And if they did, if they fulfilled that trust condition, then they would receive the money you left them in their will. Just like Harry, make sure your intentions are completely clear. Fun fact, I was once a member of the International Brotherhood of Magicians Ring 61, and my stage name was the Amazing Davidini. Thank you, Houdini, for this inspiration. If you are listening, you're just going to have to trust me. I don't have a secret code.